Hi guys. I couldn't sleep because I think I needed to say this before I went to bed. So sometimes when I have to give people a message, I'm sorry it's so dark, but I'm outside right now and there's no light and I don't want to make noise because the ladies are sleeping inside the house. So before I go to bed, sometimes I'll want to fall asleep. Hello, everybody. I'll want to fall asleep, but I'll have something that I have to get out before I go to sleep, right? So I was here at my friend's house this weekend, and I was just enjoying myself with them. And last night I did a ritual where I burned some things that I just wanted to let go of, right? I wrote them down on a piece of paper. I took them and I burned a bill for good luck or whatever. I did my own, it's not a spell, it's a ritual, like a manifestation type of thing. So where you burn $1 because when that $1 burns more, look at my eyes look crazy, right? So I did that ritual, right? And then I was thinking about just now when I was in bed, and I was thinking that people right now are needing to understand something, that this spiritual journey or whatever journey you're on, even if it's not spiritual, honestly, is going to, right now, at this moment, going to ask you, are you ready? Are you ready? You're not going to be left. You can't see my eyes. They look crazy. Can you see them now? They're normal eyes. Look. Right now, you cannot question what's being taken from you. Do you understand? When I say what's being taken from you, what I mean by that is whatever is being cleared from your life right now, don't question it. Because I tell you, last night when I did that little ritual thing, it was a release that I had. I don't know how to explain it to you, but it was something I carried for a very long time. Finally last night was released, and this is why I'm telling you this. You're all doing things at your own pace. Just because somebody is far more, they're here, they're there, doesn't mean they're further than you, or you're not close enough, or you're far away and they're closer. It just means that you're on your own time and your own journey. Spirit, God, angels, they're not going to force you to do anything. They are not going to force you. They're not going to say, you have to do this now. Now. You got to do this right now. That's not how it works. They're going to wait for you to be ready. And I know this fact because when I was going through my multiple mass awakenings, and finally now I was laying in bed and I was thinking about an awakening, the next one that I know I'm having, which is now. And then this came up. I'll show you. And then boom, I saw it was 8 o'clock. And then I saw, 8 o'clock is 800. And it says, angel number 800 is a sign that you need to open your mind and heart to a spiritual awakening. You need to come to terms with your divine life plan and life path. This number encourages you to know your spiritual purpose. This sign from your angels suggests that you lead your life with integrity, honor, and honesty. Now, the reason why I got that up and for you to see it is for you to understand. When you get to the point wherever you are in your journey, they're going to ask your spirit guides, your angels are going to say, are you ready? They're going to keep tapping you. Hey, are you ready? Even when spirit is on the other side and they're learning lessons and they're not ready to learn lessons and they're still fucking around, kind of they don't want to go to the light yet, they're not ready. Spirit gives them a chance. It gives them a chance to be ready. It doesn't force them, but the angels go in and they tap in. Hey, you ready yet? No? Okay, we'll be back in a little while. They don't work on time as well. You need to understand. Time and space are a concept that only we deal with, and so our angels and our guides, they don't work with time. So to them, if you say, I want this to happen in a week, No. Like, the divine does not do time. So if something's happening for you, just be careful who you're manifesting from as well, because the divine does not do things on time. Like, they do things when in divine timing, it's called, you know what I mean? I love you guys too. But I'm telling you right now, if you're being asked, like, let's say you're, I don't know, in a relationship, for instance, because especially right now, a lot of people are going to meet their twin flames. Like, mad people are going to start falling in love with their soulmates. Like, people are meeting their soulmates. It's like, this is the thing. Like, a lot of us were kept from our soulmates for a long time because we needed to learn a lot of lessons first. And so for those of you who are transcending and you are fixing yourself, or however you want to look at it, and you're at this part of your journey, let's say you're at the part where you're doing shadow work, you're looking at all the things that hurt you in the past, and you're working on that, right? You're working on shadow work. And then you get from shadow work to healing your childhood traumas, and then from healing your relationships, healing relationships with your mom, your dad, ex-boyfriends, husbands, whatever it is. And then finally you do all the internal healing. And now, for instance, for me, I'm at the physical part where I said I'm going to stop smoking as soon as I leave Long Island. I'm going back home and I'm not smoking cigarettes no more. And I mean that because I don't want to smoke cigarettes. I'm fasting. I'm going to do a cleanse. I'm going in. Like, I'm going to really go in. I'm going to take this shit, like, to the next level type of thing. So when my angels told me to look at the angel number 800 and I need to open my mind and heart to a spiritual awakening, they're telling me they have something bigger for me and that I need to open my mind and be, flexible for them to give me more to work with, right? Because for a while I was kind of closed off and I wasn't tapping into my psychic gifts and this kind of gift and this and that, but there was something there that was kind of like holding me like closed a little bit, like I was closing myself off to a different like level, and now I'm ready to go there. So I told God, like, all right, this weekend, I know it's a cleansing, it's a clearing. And it's funny because it happened on a full moon, and I was talking to my friends and I was telling them, I was like, I'm ready to like take this shit to the next level. And they're like, what do you mean? I was like, with everything, just like everything, my body, my mind, my soul, my spirit. Like, I'm ready to go. Like, I'm ready to fly. Like, I want to go to the galaxy and beyond and come back and give information. I want to channel entities of love and light and give information to humanity. This is what I want. And everybody's on their own journey. But if you feel like you're stuck, remember, loss is a gain, okay? You think you're losing something. Like, right, I lost that job. Oh my God, I'm such a horrible person. Unless you're a horrible person, which most of you are not, but unless you are, then you know that happened for a reason. Everything happens for a reason. You can't see me? Can you see me now? Everything happens for a reason, okay? Everything. So if you lost something right now, I promise you didn't lose anything. You just gained something. Do you understand? If you lost something, you gained something. I want you to understand, no losses are happening to you. Trust me when I tell you all of the things at the moment when I lost them, quote unquote, air quotes, when I lost them, I thought I was losing something, but then I look at it now and it's a gain. It was a gain. The things that I've lost, quote unquote, have become my biggest gain to get me to this next level. Do you understand? So whatever you're going through right now, whatever you're losing, whatever you're changing in your life, it's happening for a reason. And so your angels right now, especially with the full moon in Aquarius just past, yesterday, or the full moon, you got to understand at this moment, whatever you were holding on to, latching on to, if you're not letting it go right now, it will carry over to the next cycle. It will. And so I had to let go of some things. Like, there was just things that were, it was like, listen, I know, and I don't even want to give it power by speaking about it, but there are things and certain things and the things that I experienced, some people will be like, oh, she's crazy. Okay, you could think that, but I know what I battled and who I've gotten rid of and past life things and other people's attachments, and it was a lot. And I finally said, like, I'm done. Like, I've been saying that, but like, I don't think I was ready to fully let it go completely to the point where I don't even think about it anymore. And so now I'm so confident. I'm not afraid anymore. I'm in a home where there's a lot of spiritual activity, a lot. And None of it is affecting me negatively, and I can see the effects that it's having on the person here. You know what I mean? Like the anxiety, the nervousness, the tension. Like, why am I dizzy? Why am I nervous? Because you're feeling spirit around you, and they're all over, and you have to learn to control that energy. And this is why I did my spiritual classes for the spiritually gifted. It's not even, it's to teach people, like, you cannot put fear, and you cannot give power to that which is trying to hold your power back. The more you talk about stuff that's happening, bad things, and you say, well, that's bothering me, oh, that hurts, that's bothering me, that, the more you do that, the more you give it power. It's like, there's power in words. And so the words that I'm choosing from this moment on are, I have no enemies. I have no attachments. I've cleared and I've cleansed and removed all things that no longer serve me. And here's the thing. I stay in the love and the light as much as I can, but yeah, there's a part of me that still was looking towards like the darkness, just peeking in every once in a while. It's like, yo, what's going on over there? Let me just come chill with you for 5 minutes, because it could get a little bit daunting and boring on the good side, if you want to say it, right? The good side is like, you got to be good, you got to do everything right, you got to be honest. It's not easy doing that in a world full of dishonest and dark people. And everybody's pushing their dark agendas on us, and here we are being brainwashed by it, not knowing how to deal with it, and it could be very daunting and very hard to deal with. But I gotta tell you now, become strong. Make yourself strong. For the losses that you have lost will not be a loss. They will only be full gains. And the gains that you make from these losses, you will recognize what they are in time. You may not be able to see right now what it is, but in time, the losses that you've lost will now. Hello from Pakistan. Hi, Arif. We love you in New York. So the losses that you have lost are going to be your gain. You might not see it now, babe. I'm just telling you. Maybe you don't see the gain right now from it. Like, right, when you go through a loss, to you, it's like, but I'm going through. You don't understand. It's so hard. It's so hard. I know. It's hard. I've gone through a lot of hard things in my life. But I'm strong today because of it. You understand that, right? I have to say this, so whoever's in here, you needed to hear this. And I'm looking at my eyes, and from the reflection, it looks like I have a welt of tears in my eyes, but it's because I feel so many of you need to hear things like this, because I remember when I was at my darkest times, if someone would have been saying this to me, like, I would have looked at them like, oh my God, this is exactly what I needed to hear. Like, what? How did you know? Wait, this makes sense. Maybe I'm not crazy. So I want you to understand that. Yes, I will save this live. I always do. You send me an inbox, but I never respond. My inboxes are full, babe. If I showed you my inboxes, you would understand. I have to go through them every day, and like, I try to get to as many people as possible. And also, if you're like saying like, hi, I'm not going to answer everybody. Hi. I don't have time for that. I wish I did, but, and I'm not going to hire an assistant to answer you hi, because then that would just be fake. Some fake person answering you hi when it's not me, and that's just not. Who is this motherfucker walking in the dark by himself like this? Hold on a second, because I don't trust nobody. But I just want you to understand that, because at the end of the day, like, you guys all have to understand that this life right now, we're being fully tested right now, right? Everybody's being fully tested. Oh, the big tests. This is the big test. This isn't the little baby test, babe. This isn't some little bullshit, little ass fucking... Listen, man, listen. Respect yourself for even being able to go through what you've been through thus far. Respect yourself, what you've been able to go through thus far, because what you're not understanding is that you have broken patterns, you have broken curses, you have let things go that someone else could probably never let go of. Aloha! Hawaii. We got Hawaii, Pakistan in here. I love it. Even with me, like letting go of things like cigarettes, drinking, all that, smoking weed, all that shit, which I don't even like doing any of that shit. I do it because sometimes I get bored. I did it because I got bored. And I know that it's just, this motherfucker, what is he doing? I don't like the way he's walking back and forth like this. He's creeping me out. I'm going inside. This nigga's bugging out. This dude is bugging. And then he just walked on the other side randomly. Nope, I'm good. You good? How do you come across the street out of nowhere like that? I'm a woman. I know how to fight, but still, that motherfucker's big. He was like 6'4". He walked across the street, came back across, and then he walked on the other side towards me. Like, the fuck? I'm going inside. Fuck all that. You know, look, I just want to tell you guys. I just want to tell you. Thank you. My videos, listen, guys, no matter what, my work here on earth, I know my purpose. 3 or 4 people can listen to my message, and that person will send it to another person, that person to another person. When I do mediumship readings or tarot readings for somebody or healing sessions with them, everybody I get is through that person. I have a purpose. You have a purpose. We all have a divine life plan, a life path. So no matter where or how long it takes you to get there, you're not here to beat nobody. You're not here to win. This is not, I'm going to win. I'm going to beat you. I'm going to do this first. I'm going to be better. And that's not, there's no winning. Nobody wins or loses here. Right? Yeah, Gina, especially you. You're mad small, bro. Don't do that. Can you pray for me dealing with addiction and lots of traumas and childhood pain? Of course, I will 100%. Wow, I just got emotional when I read that because, you know, a lot of people, you know, I heard something last night. I heard a video last night, and she said people who do drugs, you know why they do? Because they miss being home. They're longing for home, and drugs give people like a euphoria, and that's the feeling we have when we're in the spirit form. It's euphoric. It's like you're on 10 mollies at once as a spirit. You feel free. You don't have no boundaries, no limitations, no heaviness, no gravity. You're just free. You're able to fly all over the world. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? And so that's why people suffer from addiction, because they're trying to find their home. They miss being home. And this is not our original home, you guys. I gotta tell you, the people that are very comfortable on earth, those people, I believe strongly that this is their actual home. They're just comfortable here. They're human and they're just whatever. And it makes a lot of sense. They're human and whatever. People like us, and when I say people like us, you know who you are. You're hearing this live, you're watching this video. We never feel settled because this is not where we're from. And so if you don't feel settled, it's because this is not where you're from. You're not from here, but you were sent here for a reason. And I need you to understand that, because we need all of you. It's not, oh, Flo is going to change the world by herself. I can't do this alone. This is why I keep pushing, like I keep getting on everybody, like work on yourself, heal this, do that, because we need you, light workers. We need you, empathic people, to turn from being empathic, anxious, taking medication, worried people, to strong empaths, strong psychics, strong trust in your gift. Stop looking at it as a curse, because we need you. And we need you, and we need you. And you know, when we lose you, you, the sensitive one, you, the black sheep of the family, you, the one that's always been through shit in your life, when we lose you, we don't just lose you. Once you go to the dark, it's dark there, okay? Because you've always been such a light person, and now when you get hurt and you allow that dark energies to take over your soul, we lose you for good. And you know, I don't want that happening. I don't want it to happen, because you deserve to be happy. There's no, I don't care what any Bible, Quran, no offense, I'm sorry. We all deserve to be happy. God is not some fucking asshole who's trying to punish us for everything we do. I need everybody to stop saying that. Like, honestly, like, it's offensive to me because I'm, so close to God. And when people bash, look, oh God, why did you do this to me? Oh God, like, God's gonna punish me. And well, God, why? Why would God be doing that? I don't get why this agenda is pushed on us so hard that if you make mistakes, you get punished. And if you're bad, you get punished. That's not true, because even during this journey, I've fucked up and done things that I was like, I shouldn't have been doing that. And I still am able to do what I'm doing because please, like, I'm learning, I'm trying here. It's hard, it's not easy, it's easy, it's not hard, it's goes back and forth, it's back and forth, it's that's what I'm saying. I was born Muslim and I love Allah. Look, I love Allah, I love Jesus, I love Muhammad, I love Moses, I love the Buddha, but I just don't understand why everything or everyone else in every Bible and all that, it's always you're gonna be punished and all that, but you don't ever hear the prophets saying that, like, directly. No. And if they do, it's because it was put in there by man to make us afraid and fear, and what you believe comes to fruition. So if we tell all these people, if they do this, they're gonna go to hell. If they do that, they're gonna go to hell. Children want what they can't have, right? So what better way to play with us than tell us we can't do that? And guess what? Then we want to do it. And when we do, now we believe it's bad. And now that bad thing is going to bring us to hell. You see the mind fuck that is put upon you, right? Let's tell them if they do that, that's bad. And then they'll want to do it more. And then when they do it, they're going to believe that they're doing something so bad that they will be punished and they will be sent to hell. Exactly. Religion is beautiful. It's not supposed to be oppressing. It's not supposed to keep us separated, because it does that a lot. And I'm sorry. I hate to say this, but this is the truth. We are being separated every day. They're murdering people in hospitals, saying it's COVID. Like, we gotta wake up at some point. I didn't want to say that on live, but there's a picture of a woman, and she's such a good person, and she was such a gangster. And her, what's crazy is the people that I'm here with, they're married, the women that I'm here with, both of their parents, her father and her mother, were murdered in a hospital. And here's how I know. She shows me a picture of her dad laying in a hospital bed, and his arm, she goes, Flo, I want to show you something. Does this look suspicious to you? My dad didn't have COVID. He went to the hospital for something else. She goes, but then they said that he died from COVID. And when they took the picture, he had a shirt on, like a hospital shirt. And it looked like some kind of, like, it said COVID, Cove, C-O-V-D-I-E, Cove die, C-O-V-D-I-E, Cove die. Now, his arm looked like it was being shot up with poison. It was black and blue. You know where the IV part is? When I'm not saying normal black and blue, I'm telling you, black and blue. Black, like there was needle marks everywhere. And she's like, my dad never did anything like that. He had needle marks everywhere. His arm looked like it was being abused with needles, and he was being shot up with a bunch of shit. Then I look at the picture, and there was a fucking face on his arm, on the bruises, and she saw it, and the other girl saw it. I swear on my life, yo. She saw it, the other girl saw it. It was a face with, like, a face with horns on it, on his arm, and he was looking up. like towards someone, as if someone was standing there. Not saying that the person is evil that died, almost like he was evil, but he was showing us someone was doing something evil to his arm. And her mom too. And I'm like, yo, can you get autopsies on them? And guess what? They both cremated their mom and dad. And it's like, that's what they wished. But I'm going to tell you, oh my God. And I'm not kidding you. When they saw that face, they were like, what the fuck? I was like, I see faces and everything. That's my talent. Like, show me a picture and I'll show you a face. Like, it's impossible not to. I can't help it. I see them in clouds. I see them in soups, foods. It's a thing, and it's actual real like gift that people have. They could see different, I don't know, I could see that shit. First of all, I could see energy when it's not here, but I'm just telling you, like, when they saw that face, they were like, what the fuck? Like, I was like, yo, they were killed. And she was like, I know, I just don't know what to do about it. Man, so many people, and that's, and this is why the darkness, you need to fully be aware and understand. I just want to say, FBI agent that's watching, none of these statements are real. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm crazy. All right? Okay, and before you start calling me crazy and putting shit out there about me, I'm crazy. Look at me. I'm fucking cuckoo in the head. Yeah, look at me. I'm on drugs. I'm crazy. Like, because that's what they usually say about people that know shit. Oh, she's crazy. She's definitely on something. Oh yeah, I mean, just a normal person talking on live. So, I'm just gonna say it all for them. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm crazy. I'm in a mental hospital right now. Look at my mental hospital. I'm literally in a very nice mental hospital. Like, I'm crazy. Okay, FBI agent, I'm crazy. I don't even know what I'm talking about. Allegedly. But I'm telling you that this is what's going on, and the darkness is going to really test us right now. And I tell you right now, get the fuck out of that fear state of mind. Get out of the fear state of mind. Listen to me again. Get out of the fear state of mind. I'm not afraid of anything anymore. Sorry, not sorry. Fuck fear. Fuck fear. Like, what am I going to be afraid of? Something's going to happen to me. It's going to happen to me whether I'm scared or not, so I choose not to be scared. You feel me? And nothing's going to happen to me because I am safe. I am protected. You are safe. You are protected. Do you understand? I was outside. I had to come in from that story. Look, I'm just being real here, guys. Anybody who's watching this, it's not even about that. Yeah, they allegedly did that to him. Allegedly. It was an alleged murder on both the mom, which I'm looking at her picture right now, and she brought me here. She brought me here because I had to do some work here. Remember, I can go somewhere and hang out with people, but I'm always working. Always. And I had to do some work here. And I'm not going to say what that is, but I did the work. And I'll continue to always do that. When spirit leads me to a specific place, and they know your heart. They see your heart. Like, I'm about to cry right now. I don't know why. Okay. They know your heart. Spirit sees your heart. Okay, so if someone was a good person in this lifetime here, and they try to be a good person, but they had their darkness just like everybody does, right? They know my heart. So everybody who's ever led to me for anything that's ever been led to me, or anyone that's been led to me, it's because that spirit that passed knows that I can handle it. I'm strong enough to, which is why I get taken to the toughest places a lot of times. A lot of the work that I've done has been the tough stuff. Like, it's been tough. And because of helping people, it's like that movie Constantine. He, sends alleged demons back to alleged hell, right? And then they all come back to attack him. Like, motherfucker, mind your business, exorcist. And they come back, they send shit after him and all that. It's the same thing with me. It happened before. Now it's not. I think I strongly got into that point where I feel like even spirits, like, all right, from now on, if she goes to do any type of work to help anybody with anything, we have to stop anything from bothering her after that, unless it's something for me that shows me something about me. And then I accept it. And even though it could seem like it's fucked up, I accept it, because sometimes if I have to see something that's like very, very intense, it's because somebody wants me to learn something. Like I heard my father's voice in the dream say to me, I told you guys, smoking and drinking is not good. Like, you know why this is so important that I tell you all that he said that to me? Because I heard his voice. He was on the phone with me in the dream. And he said smoking and drinking is not good. And I was wondering why he's saying that, because I don't really drink. Like, I don't really drink at all. Like, I don't drink at all, actually. I don't smoke weed. I was wondering, but I know why. It's because he showed me other people, 3 other people in the dream, and they do that a lot. And when I called them and told them not to do that, and also he showed me a bunch of Newports all over the house, like telling me, like, enough with the cigarettes. You're all smoking too much. I think that's what he meant by that. Look, the point is, I just got emotional. I got emotional because when I recognized today how many spirits try to help me with so much, I'm so grateful for it, because I couldn't have done it without them. Because I didn't get support from people. You understand what I'm trying to tell you? This is why I tell you, you are not alone. Stop saying you're alone. Spirit is by you. They're with you in every way, every day. They are guiding you and protecting you. And whether you want to believe it or not, they are guiding you. They're protecting you. You are safe. And even when you don't know they're there, they are there. They have not left your side. They have not left your side. So you need to stop losing faith. Stop losing faith and believe, because they're there. They're with you always, protecting you, guiding you. People you know, people you don't know. If you know there's angels around you, if you don't know, they're always with you. They're with you all the time. You're not alone. Just because you don't have people around you, or a boyfriend or a girlfriend, doesn't mean you're alone, you're a loser, you're lonely. It doesn't mean that. Sometimes some of us need to go through this journey alone for a long time before the right people can be sent into our lives. A lot of us do. And if you are that person, then you shouldn't be upset about it. You should be grateful. Grateful, because the people that chose to go through it alone is the strongest people, because they had to really learn. Like, you think Jesus could just walk up to his random friends and be like, by the way, I hear voices? Like, no. He had to wait to go to, like, the mountains at fucking all his life, had to go to spiritual places to find answers. You can't walk up to Jane and be like, hey, Jane, last night I had a dream. I think it meant something. What do you think? Jane is going to be like, it was a dream. I mean, I don't know. I had a dream. I got my nails done and they looked like shit. It's just a dream. Like, Jane's not going to understand Jack's spiritual awakening shit if Jane ain't going through it. So I'm going to need you guys to all stop saying you're alone. You're not alone in this journey. Just the people around you, they're not there where you are. Sooner or later, you will be guided to the people that are on your level. And sometimes it takes... Look, man, I'm not ashamed of anything. I'm 38 years old. I'm about to be 39 in September. You know... Muhammad was 40 when he recited the Quran and recited the Quran in the streets. Muhammad was 40 years old. Okay? Jesus was 33, Muhammad was 40. A lot of the people that were ancient and wise ones, or give messages to everybody, a lot of them were older. You know why? Because ain't nobody ready to take on a responsibility like that at no 17, 18. Those who were chosen at young ages, they were being prepared since they were babies. There are people who say that the guides started coming to them, guides, and showing themselves to them at the age of 2, 3, 4. When you're a little baby and you keep seeing spirit guides and they could keep coming up to you, when you get older, you're not going to be afraid of them anymore. So those of us who weren't ready, they've shown themselves to us, but we got scared, they pushed back. Because I remember seeing things when I was little, but it scared me, and so they were like, no, she's not ready right now, let her. And then they waited and waited and waited and waited, and they started to do things now. And I'm like, I understand, because I'm not afraid anymore. I've gotten past the fears, the traumas that are associated with connecting to spirit or being a spiritual person who was a psychic or a healer, or I don't know. And people probably called me a witch. They probably chased me down the street, and I was just trying to help people. I was trying to heal people. No good deed goes unpunished. They say all that because all the people that try to do good deeds and try to help, it's either someone destroys them or the whole town attacks them. Like Belle and Beauty and the Beast. Look, there she goes, the girl that's strange but special. Her looks have got no parallel. Because she's pretty and different and read books, the whole town has to sing a fucking song about her in the morning. And she's like, oh, I want to get out of here. Like, whatever she was saying. Do you understand what I'm saying? People that are different and special are always going to be pointed fingers at. Oh, she's crazy. She's stupid. They're going to talk about you. They're going to say you're crazy. They're going to say you don't know what you're doing. You can't listen to them. Hi, Erica. You cannot listen to them. Hi, Mile. You have to keep going. Don't give up. Take your time. Work with the energies instead of against them. Use your sensitivity and turn it into your strength. Use your pain and turn it into fuel. Use your traumas and turn them into lessons so you can help others heal from theirs. You're constantly a guide to others, and you're constantly being guided. 111. 111. The spiritual awakening has arrived. Are you ready? Look, are you ready? Because I am. I'm ready now. It took me a long time to be ready. But I'm really ready. Like I don't know, I've never felt so adamant and sure that I'm ready for the next step. Because all the steps I've taken up to now, they've been great. They've taught me so much, and I'm grateful for all the experiences, even the ones that someone would say you're grateful for that you went through that. Yes, because I now have the knowledge of those things, and I can take what I've learned and the pain that I've experienced, and I can use it as knowledge for others to retain information on how they can let go of something like that, because I've experienced all that. So everything you're experiencing is just gaining knowledge so that you can send it over to the next person. What do you think we're here for? Knowledge is power, right? Yeah, but it's powerful when you share it. When you keep it inside. If you've been through some sort of trauma, something's happened to you in your life that really you cannot get over, you have to understand that God chose you for that lesson for a specific reason. Or you chose yourself for that lesson for a specific reason, because you knew you were going to be strong enough to recover from it one day. So I give you the strength to recover from it quicker, so you could be of service to humanity. Because you sitting in that self-pity energy, the why, poor me, like, and I'm not making fun of nobody because I was there a lot of times. Why, poor me, this is happening to me. When you're sitting in that self-pity energy, you're not healing, and therefore you're not able to do the work you came here to do, which is not to sit and loathe in self-pitying sorrow, drinking your pain away, fucking your pain away, smoking your pain away. Is not going away. It'll go away for that day, but even that day, it's not going away. So face your pain. Look at it in the face. What's up, pain? Look, I know this. My father hit me a lot when I was younger, and I know it hurts me, right? Maybe you want to look in the mirror, do some mirror work, or sit with yourself and look back at the pain that you went through, and just stare at it right in the fucking face and let it go. Let it go. No matter what somebody did to you, let it go, because it's giving nothing to you but disempowerment. You're just getting your energy drained, and those entities that are life-sucking energetic vampires are feeding off of you like the bloodsuckers they are, and you can't blame them, because that's what they do. You can't blame that entity and be like, well, it's their fault, they need to leave. That entity attaches itself to what you give it. So if you're giving off an energy of pain and sorrow, that entity, their job is to just sit there and keep sucking you dry. But once you gain that strength and you become empowered, they have nothing to suck off of you. I didn't mean to say it like that, but I'm just a dirty-minded person. But they don't, and it's funny, look what that says. I'm a dirty-minded person. That shit literally says sex life. I can't. Why? Like, you see what I'm saying? Nothing's a coincidence. Don't get it twisted. So I'm telling you to turn that pain into strength. And, stop giving your abuser, your destroyer, the power to take that away from you. Because, yes, you could say, well, it's that person's fault for molesting me or for raping me. Let me tell you something. We all know that. Like, we don't have to say that. It's like a given. But the more you keep saying, they hurt me, they killed me, they ruined my life, the more you say that, the more power you give that person. You might even be giving them strength to do that to another person. So what you want to do is take their power away by not paying attention to the things they did to you, by forgiving them and letting it go. Because remember, God forgive them, they know not what they do. Didn't Jesus say that as he was being fucking hung on the cross? Excuse me, I'm so sorry. Well, I'm just saying. He said, God forgive them, for they know not what they do. He didn't say, God, please help me. He said, God, why have you forsaken me? But then he realized and he stopped and he said, God, forgive them, for they know not what they do. It is, Gina? So, God, forgive them, for they know not what they do. Because I have to believe in my heart that that child molester, that pedophile, or that murderer in that moment, they definitely was taken over by something, because you can't know what you're doing and do that. I mean, how? But, that's to each his own. I still can't judge anyone, because at this point in my life, I'm not giving power to anything dark anymore. Everybody's on their own journey. Everybody's facing their own karmic lessons. Everybody's doing things. All I can do is be a good person, be honest, be honorable, live a moralistic, right life. Try not to dabble in anything that's like dark and takes me back to anything, and that's it. I could just try, that's it, and work on myself. And by working on myself, I essentially help the people around me work on themselves. Yeah, bless. It did take a long time for me too, man. It took a long time for me too to realize that. Even my past lives where a lot of things happened to me that are fucked up, like from family. But I know why I came back is with the same people in different forms. They could be in different whatever. But I've seen my family and, we've went through things. But in this lifetime, I'm here to heal it in this lifetime. And I'm working very hard to do that. And no matter what, I'm letting shit go. Oh, so what? Your mom didn't attend that fucking play you had when you were, I don't know, in the 4th grade. You know what I'm saying? Like, things like that used to bother me. Like, I used to go to talent shows and do this, and my mom couldn't show up. But me being a child, my mom didn't come. But my mom was a single mother whose husband just passed away, who just came to America and was busting her ass working, trying to make money for us to eat. So, did I see that when I was a child? No. It took me a long time to sit with myself and go, oh, well, I remember that one time I couldn't go to Eliana's, school dance because I was working. You see what I'm saying? Thank you, bless. That's good, Erica. You have to understand that the moment you just gonna judge people and say, well, they're a bad person, they're not. You just don't know what that person's going through on their journey. And you're like, well, they were my parents, they should have shit together. I'm sorry. Now that I'm older, I'm like, oh my God. Now I know why so many people are bad parents. It is not easy raising a child. Forget about 2 or 3 of them on your own, especially. Even when you have somebody. So we gotta let that go. Let it go. We don't know what our parents were going through when that part happened, when that time happened. We don't know what everybody's journey is. We don't know. It is not easy. Today myself, when I'm with my daughter constantly by myself, like I don't have somewhere I could just drop her off. Like her dad does, like I can't just be like, go to your dad's house for the weekend. You know, he takes her every other weekend, but he doesn't take her every other weekend. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I don't just have that. So I have to like, it's not, life doesn't come with a manual. You know, it takes a village to raise a child. It really actually literally does, like in places like, you know, Peru, Africa, where they have like the communities, that child literally runs around the community and the village all day, and if one mother can't breastfeed, guess what, the next bitch takes it on. And we are like, I don't want no other woman breastfeeding my kid. But if that woman's not breastfeeding that child, that child could die. They could get sick. So it takes a village. And we're over here blaming each other like, you're a bad mom, you're bad. Please show me how. Do you know how to do it? Because my daughter's turned 10 just now. She's asking me questions, and sometimes I have to meditate on an answer for like 25 seconds before I answer her. I'm like, hi, Kale. I have to be like, God, please, what do I say? This is a hard. But I remember, like, I had these questions when I was little too, and I couldn't go to nobody and ask them because they would look at me like, I will fucking murder you if you ever ask me that again. Like, you know, it'd be stupid questions, like little kid questions. What do we all want to know about? Kissing, school, and feelings, and why friends are, you know, my daughter will ask tough questions. Like, she'll come in the room and be like, Mom, I want to ask you a question. So, how come when I'm around people, here's where she gives me the empath vibes, light worker, starseed. When I'm around people and kids and all that, I get really nervous and I get really shy and I don't know how to approach them and ask them if they want to be my friends. And then we'll make friends and I get really awkward and I run to the side and I'm looking at her like, baby, you're very empathic, you're a starseed. I was like that growing up. I was scared of everyone. I used to run from people. I never wanted to go hang out with people I didn't know. And God brought her to me in this lifetime so I could guide her, and her listening to me, watching me do videos. Yeah, take a deep breath and then you gotta understand, everybody's on a journey here. All we can do is try to be better parents than what we've seen, but not to say our parents were bad. I would never say my mom was a bad mom or my dad was a bad dad, or I've never said that. Like, I'm sorry, but like, never. I've never went to people and be like, my mom is a terrible mother. Like, I've heard so many people say that to me when I was growing up. I was like, why are you talking about your moms like that? Like, my mom was this, my mom was a bitch. I just remember things about my mom, and I remember keeping them to myself. Like, I'd be like, why are you telling me your mom's a bitch? Like, now I'm going to meet her. It's going to be real awkward. I'm going to have to look in her face and be like, your daughter told me that she caught you sucking dick in the room. I don't know. Keep your fucking family's business to yourself. Stop. Just stop going around blaming your mom, your dad, your sister, your brother. You know, why don't we fucking take a look at ourselves in the mirror and see maybe if we're not the problem? That's still your mom. I don't give a fuck if your mom is a fucking straight up... What's the worst thing she could be to you? Crackhead? I don't know. That's not the worst thing I think a mom could be. She could be selling you, right? Selling you. I don't know. That's the worst thing to me. But she's still your mom. No matter what, you can't... Here's the thing. If people can lose love for their mother and be like, fuck that bitch, then I don't trust that person. I'm so sorry. I cannot trust the person who says, fuck my mother, and I don't give a fuck, I'll never talk to her again, or... Listen. To each his own, and some parents are toxic and I get it, but at the end of the day, even if my mom was like that, I know me, and that's why God didn't give me a mother who was on drugs or anything, because I'd probably go to the streets, and if she didn't want to come home, at least I would bring her some food, clothes, get her put up in a hotel once a week so she could take a shower and relax, something. I'd be like, stay in the streets, but just let me know where you are so I could come make sure you're okay. Like, if you're gonna sleep in the streets and hang out, at least let me get you a fucking bed to sleep on, some clean blankets. something. Like, if you're gonna be a bum on the streets, let me make you the best bum on these streets. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll support your bumminess. If you really want to be a crackhead for the rest of your life, you want to be on heroin, mom, you don't want to get it together. When you're ready, call me. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, but I don't know, but I think I would be like that. That's just my opinion. I don't give up on nobody, and yeah, I wouldn't try to change them, but I would also not let them suffer. Exactly. But everybody's not the same. Again, everybody's not the same. We're all on our own journeys. But my point is, we're all on our own journeys, and within time, you'll figure out why you're going through a certain specific thing. So if you're going through it right now, please don't take it so serious and think it's a punishment. It's not. It's an ascension process, and when we are ascending, we go through a process, and the process sometimes can be grueling and daunting and difficult and confusing, and you can't understand it, but I promise you, sooner or later, the answers will come to you. That's why I say every day, the answers come to me just on time. Spirit and the universe bring me exactly what I need, exactly when I need it. My daily needs are provided for me, and I have nothing to worry for. Money flows to me easily and abundantly every day. Not, oh, I'm gonna. It's already happening now. Make sure you say those words to yourself. I am so healthy. I am so smart. I am so wise. I am so kind. I am so loving. I am so caring. Say those things to yourself. Nobody's going to walk up to you every day and be like, yo, you're so loving. You're so caring. You're so kind. You're so generous. Say it to yourself, bitch. Stop waiting for motherfuckers to tell you they love you. For women, men. Stop. Just tell yourself you love yourself. If you can learn to do that, you've already mastered it all. Now when someone comes in and says, I love you, you won't need that I love you. You want it. And there's a big difference in the energy you give off to people when you just want an I love you, or you want a kiss and you don't need it. It's like a whole confidence that people just can't. It'll confuse the shit out of people. Yeah, when you heal yourself and a motherfucker comes at you and he talks to you funny, let me see a healed person deal with that. Today, Flo, if a guy was like, hey, you're whack anyway, out, and then he tried to text me the next second talking about, I was just kidding. No, sorry. Unless you're my husband and we live together and we joke around with each other and we have that rapport with each other, and I see I just met you and you acting crazy and saying funny shit, like, I'm gonna have to be smart about it this time and notice the red, green, yellow, and orange flags really fast instead of being a dumbass like in the past. Like, and I say this with all my heart. At some point, like when you repeat the same things over and over again, that's why when people approach me for like a date, like I got people asking me on dates all the time. These are good people with jobs, with houses, with cars, with money. But if I feel a little something and their energy is off, I don't care. I don't care about your car. I don't care about your money. I don't care about your house. Something about your energy I'm not feeling. And if there's something little, even big, little or big, if your energy feels off, I can't be around it. And if you can't understand that, then that's on you. You know what I'm saying? And and I'll get the whole, oh, you bougie, you stuck up. No, the fuck I'm not. Yo, what? I'm bougie and stuck up? Are you serious? I'm bougie and stuck up. All right, take me to the projects. I'll hang out on the staircase with you right now for 3 hours. Bougie bitches don't do shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But I won't do shit like that now either. But what I'm saying is, I'm not bougie. I never met a man and be like, oh my God, I like him because of his car. Get the fuck. So what? You got a nice car. What else do you have? Do you have a nice heart? Your car is great, but how's your heart, buddy? Like, you got to understand, all that money, all that shit. And I'm not saying this to be a smart ass or whatever, but none of that don't impress me much. Oh, that's funny. The car I'm manifesting just passed right by me. As soon as I stepped out, the same exact car I'm manifesting just drove right by me. Okay. Thank you. Soon? When? This week? Next week. Okay. Next week. Whew, I just got a good energy inside of me. So you need to understand. I'm going to tell you right now, priorities are a big thing when it comes to relationships. And for me, obviously, nobody wants no bum bitch, no bum dude. Nobody does. I mean, some people do. Some people want a project. I don't. I want to buy a brand new house. I don't want to have to fix it. You know what I'm saying? Unless I'm remodeling it to sell, you know, to invest my money into. But I'm not investing my money into a person, because people are not houses. A house will stand there. You'll build it. You'll put up the sheetrock. You'll do all that, and it will fucking stand there. And if something breaks, you can fix it. But that house is going to be right the fuck there always. Like, I could walk in it, walk out of it. A person, however, you can invest all your time into them, all your money, all your this. One day they might decide, I'm better now. Let me go find someone else. And then once they get fucked up again, they come back to you. And those are energetic vampires as well. They use good people all the time. They get what they want out of them. They leave them for someone else. That other person then leaves them, and karma keeps coming back around and around and around. And what my point is, I stopped dating people for this long so I could stop creating karma, because I needed to learn lessons for myself and learn who I was. And I said, when God brings me my soulmate, I will know. I will be calm. I will be no anxiety, nothing to fear. I will look at them and know, oh, something, I'm going on a journey with this person in some form or another, whether that be in a relationship for a little while, married for a little while, married forever. I don't know. But if I feel a calling, and ladies, gentlemen, I'm not saying you meet someone, I don't know, we have so much in common, but I don't know, I'm questioning it. You have a lot of things in common with a lot of people, because we have more than one soulmate, and a lot of them are here to teach us different things. Some are here to teach us good, some are here to teach us bad. And so yes, you can have things in common with a bad soulmate, and it could feel like you know each other forever. That's because you have known each other in a past life. There's something that you did not fix, and here you are doing the same thing all over again, getting right back into the same routine. So I got to tell you right now, if something feels familiar, there's a type of familiar you should be feeling. That type of familiar should be peaceful, heavenly, like this is everything, and I trust this person with my life. You know, like, it's like that. But don't love is blind, and it'll take over your mind. So what you think is love is truly not. You need to elevate and find. You feel me? Do I think the end of the world is among us? I think the beginning of the world is among us. The end of the world will only end for those who are not ready to step into the next place. So if the world is going to end, it's going to end for some people, yeah. You know, their world will end. But not, listen, no matter what, even if we die tomorrow, you guys, we never really die. Do not stand at my grave and weep. I did not die. I am not asleep, okay? Okay, let me just show you guys so you could stop fearing death, okay? Do not stand at my grave and cry. I am not there. Wait, do not stand at my grave and weep. I am not there. I do not sleep. I am 1,000 winds that blow. I am the diamond glints on the snow. I am the sunlight on ripened grain. I am the gentle autumn rain. When you awaken in the morning's hush, I am the swift uplifting rush of quiet birds in circled flight. I am soft stars that shine at night. Do not stand at my grave and cry, because I am not there and I did not die. They never die. Spirit don't. When you pass on, you are transitioning. It's not a death. It's transitioning. Where you're transitioning to, nobody knows, right? It's all in your consciousness, I believe. Where you believe you're going to, that's where you're going to go to. That's what I believe. So nobody dies. So I want you not to be afraid. Fuck the fear shit. Get out of that state, that mentality of being afraid of death. Well, I welcome death. Like, I don't want to die right now because I have my daughter. I want to take care of her. But if God was like, yeah, you're about to die, like, I'm gonna understand that my mission here is complete. But if you haven't completed your mission here on earth, you're not gonna die. Your mission has to be completed for you to die. Nobody's allowed to die without God's permission. Nobody can die without God's permission. Just understand that, okay? And so no matter how, what, even if your death, sometimes your death is your mission. How you die could be the mission. Let's say you die in a car accident with drunk people, or you were drunk and you die like that. And everybody's like, it's so tragic. If you know how that mother loses their child and she goes and opens up an organization and she's strong and she does that, and people are like, I don't know how she did it, because her mission was to lose that child so she can be a voice and help other mothers heal from losing their child. And that is the point. When you go through a severe trauma, you're supposed to heal it and help other people heal it. And that's why we go through the shit we go through, to pass on knowledge, to transcend, to transition, and to help one another ascend and to become more enlightened and to become stronger. Do you understand? This is why we go through this, to ascend. This is why everybody's going through trauma. You got to understand, you're not being punished, man. Stop thinking that. You're not. God doesn't want to punish you. God wants to make you stronger. And so no matter how tough the situation, how tough it is, understand that God is just trying to make you stronger. And you're chosen for a specific path, a specific mission. But I gotta tell you not to fear death, because no matter what, remember, when it's your time, your mission here on earth was complete, and you have a whole nother mission to complete. So if your soul is taken this week, 10 years from now, just thank God for it, because now you have to do work somewhere else. God needs you somewhere else. You know how they say, the good die young, angels die, like the kids, the young people that die, they had to be an angel because they came here, they lived a short life. They showed everybody and taught everybody a lesson. Like, some families have to lose one member for everybody to become closer. Some families have to lose a member so that things could get broken apart and come back together again. Do you understand what I'm saying? Thank you, bless. I'm gonna be an inspiration every day for people, no matter what. Even when I was going through stuff, I still got on and inspired people, because I knew the only way that I can become stronger is by sharing my pain with everybody and letting everyone know I'm going through this, I'm going through that. And if you watch my videos, I always talk about everything I've been through, stage after stage after stage, because I need you to understand I'm going through it and I'm getting through it, and you can get through it. I'm going through it, getting through it, you're going to get through it, you're going to go through it, and you're going to get through it again. Okay? I love you guys. My left arm is killing me. What the fuck was I doing last night that my left arm hurts like this? Oh, I know. I was trying to do some push-ups and shit. I remember by the couch, I was like, oh yeah, push-ups, Then I was doing that Chinese thing I saw on TikTok, on YouTube by accident, where they were like, ooh, ooh. The thrusting. I was doing that shit. My whole hips are hurting right now. Oh my God. Anyway, I love you guys. Bless you all. Love and light to everybody. I pray that your families are safe. I pray that you are protected in the spirit realm as well as here. I pray that tonight when you sleep, God protects your spirits and your souls. And when you astral and you do all the work in your dreams, I pray that you have your guide next to you, and you're being guided and you're being protected. And I pray that you all are happy and you feel blessed and you feel gifted and you feel blessed, okay? Love and light to you all. I love you all, and good night. I see you guys later, okay? Now I could go to sleep because I got the message out. Sometimes as a person who does this work, you get interrupted from things, but when it's completed, you get the best sleep and you're just in a heavenly place. And I am astral worker. A lot of people tell me I visit them in their dreams. A lot of people every day. And so I understand now why, and I'm grateful for it. So now I'm protected, I'm safe, you're protected, and we're safe. Blessed night to you all. Sleep tight. I love you all, and I'll see you guys. You're gonna listen. Like I said, I share everything I experience. This week alone, you're gonna see the difference in my aura, my energy, because I've let something go, and I gotta thank this beautiful woman here, this spirit. She's a spirit now, but this energy, this woman, this soul, this person, because I feel like she was a big help in that, a really big help, and she let me let go of some things, and I feel like this is why I get supported by spirit a lot, okay? I love you guys so much. Remember, you're not alone. Go to bed. Thank your angels. Thank your spirit guides. Thank God. And be blessed. And be blessed. And know that your abundance is coming. Know it in your mind. See it coming. Feel it. Smell it. Taste it. You deserve all the blessings. All the abundance. You were in my dream a couple of weeks ago. And guess what? And just so you know, when someone like me comes in your dream, it's because I'm mirroring you. I'm showing you yourself. So someone will come to you as your higher self. For instance, a lot of people tell me I come in their dreams, and I always tell them, well, I'm teaching you something through you. Okay, so you're seeing yourself as me. So whatever I said or did in a dream is a big message for you. Okay, I love you guys. Love and light to you. Look, I dyed my hair, and these grays was not. They was like, I'm not coming out, bitch. They turned blue. They were like, I want to be in your hair. I'm your gray hair and I love you. And you keep trying to get rid of me and stop trying to get rid of me and keep me. I'm like, that's what people are. Energies that don't want to let go. They're stubborn gray hairs. They just want to stay there. Okay, I love you guys. Love and like, oh my God, my arm. Okay, good night, guys. I love you. Good night. Good night, good night, good night. I'm about to have some blackberries and go to sleep.